So once again, let's start with our breath. Remember that disease cannot live in an oxygenated environment. And when you're feeling very anxious, we tend to breathe more shallow. So keeping your mind on your breath is not only imperative to reducing your anxiety, or actually it can also help you feel more energy. So we'll start with a relaxation breath, and then we'll bring in another type of breath that will help to flush a lot of oxygen into the system. First, I want you to just put your hands on the outside of your ribs. So the side of the body as much as you can. And if it's challenging, you could also do this. Just cross your arms and lightly touch your fingertips on the rib cage if it's painful to bring your arms out here. Either way, our goal is to feel the bottom of the ribs, because if you put your fingers all the way at the bottom of your ribs, what we don't think about enough is that this rib cage is there to help protect all the organs. The lungs go all the way to the bottom and they come up here. So they're very big and they wrap around to the back of the body, which is why when you go to the doctor, they put that cold stethoscope on your back. But we don't think about how large the lungs are. We don't use a lot of the lungs, and that's why we have anxiety more often. Hands at the bottom of the ribs. And what we're going to do is sip the breath in as if you were drinking your breath in through a straw. And we want to go all the way to the bottom of your jar or whatever, your vessel. So take a breath in. Feel the ribs expand out to the side. Let the breath play around in the body for a moment. And then as you exhale, feel the hands move in toward the spine. Breathe in, feel the hands move out. Exhale. If your breath isn't as long as mine, just do what you can. Try to think about sustaining that breath in your body a little bit before you let it out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Feel your abdomen move in toward your spine to completely empty your breath. Again, inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. If you haven't closed your eyes yet, try it with your eyes closed. Bring your awareness more in your body. Inhale. Think about lengthening your spine as you pull the breath in. And release. 2 more at your own pace. Try to make each breath a little longer than the one before. Release your hands to your lap. Take a moment, focus on how you feel different. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of breath to change how you feel. It just takes your awareness of your breath. So we're going to continue with that long, slow breath throughout our class. Just to get you started, we'll wake you up a little bit on our Thursday morning after a snowstorm. Let's do a little bit more upbeat breath. 2 reasons to do this. 1, it's going to flush toxins out of the body. That's the intention of the open mouth on the exhale. We always breathe in through the nose, and then we're going to forcefully breathe out through the mouth. So think about it as if you're throwing out from your breath thoughts, emotions, memories, maybe your dis-ease in your body, something that you want to get rid of. Use that as your ammunition. Maybe it's 2020. If you think about pushing that out, because we want to get rid of that before the new year, let's remember that this is a good practice. So that's the breath. It's a forceful exhale. You could practice this in a car while you're driving at a red light. Breathe in, lengthen your spine, so keep the body tall. You start to feel lightheaded, that's okay, it's normal. It's the oxygen coming up your spine and into your brain. Feel your abdomen press into your spine. You practice this on your own. Try 30 breaths. See if you can make it that long. Or watch a clock. On the second hand, go for 1 minute. Big full inhale. Full inhale. Try 3 more. You're doing great. Give me 2 more bonus breaths if you can. One more. Good. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. Notice if you're feeling any tingling inside. Relax your face and forehead. Just invite that oxygen to play around inside your body. Know that that tingling feeling is the healing power of your body. So picture your body healing itself. We're going to continue with our breath. Move back a bit so you can see me better. We're going to start by lifting the sky. Stay in any position that works. The reason we do lift the sky is to bring the weight up out of the body. This can be done in a chair during the day. Remember, there's no side effects or negative impact to these. Lace your fingers and turn the palms out. Just lift your arms as high as you're able. Push high up into the sky on your inhale. Look up. Keep the length in your spine and part your hands. And then close your eyes. Bring your hands from the sky to the earth. Again, breathe in. Press up high. Close your eyes. Bring your arms down soft like your breath. Be aware of any energy or tingling that you might feel moving down through your arms and between your fingertips. Lace your fingers opposite the way you normally do. Breathe in. Push high up into the sky. Now push a little higher through the heel of your left hand. So we're lengthening the left side of your body. Opening up the spleen and the pancreas. Release with the exhale. And then let's do one more. Inhale. Push up to the heel of your right hand, lengthening the right side of the body, opening the liver. Sip in some more breath, and then exhale. And let's do one more. Long breath in. Press up into the sky. Ease off, and exhale. Hopefully you feel a little more lightness inside of your body after the breath work. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of breath to change how you feel. And once you practice these techniques, you can literally change how you feel in a minute. And if we can't give ourselves a minute, then there's something wrong with our day. Let's start with a little more for the neck and shoulder area. So first we're going to bring your arms out and turn your palms up. And then bring your elbows together. And now I'm going to sit to the side. You see what I'm doing. I'm going to spread my fingers out very wide, like we have a big tray. ready to serve all of your friends. Roll the shoulders forward. So as I bring my shoulders forward, I'm pushing the spine back. I want to tuck my abdomen in just a little bit so I don't sink down. I want to keep the body long. So if you move your elbows forward like you're bringing your party tray out, spread the fingers wide, and then you're going to push the heel of the hands or the fingertips down and press out like you're pushing on a heavy metal door with the heel of your hands. Keep your elbows moving in toward each other. If they don't touch, just pretend they do. Stretch out, get shoulders forward. Exhale. Keep a long, slow breath with your fingers stretching out like they have rays coming out through the fingertips. Push through that heavy metal door. Elbows together, shoulders forward. Make sure you're breathing. Release. Now bring your arms together. Once again, bring both arms to one side. So I'm not turning my whole body. I'm trying to just move the arms, keeping the elbows together. Doesn't matter which side you go to, we'll go to both. So pay attention to your wrists. You want them in line with your elbows so you don't spill any food. And then this time we're going to roll the bottom of your hand together. So your thumbs are going to come together to touch. Spread your fingers wide. So from the side, since I have the world's largest hands, this should be clear. Spread out your fingers. Push to the heel of the hands. Keep the elbows and wrists in line with each other. Push. Pushing on that door. Spread the fingers. Push to the heel of the hands. Lift your chin and look over the opposite shoulder. Don't forget to breathe. Stretch the fingers. Push to the heel of the hand. Now ease off. Roll the wrist. Remember, as you move through the practice, modify anything that doesn't work for you. You don't have to hold it as long as I do. Ease off and go back into it. Try counting your breath to keep your focus on something other than what you're thinking. So I just brought my hands to the other side. Roll the heel of the hands together so the thumbs touch. Spread out the fingers. Make sure your wrists aren't up. Keep them low in line with your elbows. Push. Press out. Spread those fingers wide like bird wings. Lifting your chin, look over the opposite shoulder. Keep pressing out through the heel of the hands. Look over the shoulder. Find your exhale. Completely empty each exhale before you begin the next. Now bring your arms back. Let's do something for the space between the shoulder blades. So again, I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring one arm over the other. Remember, we'll do both sides. So just take a mental note which arm is on top. Bend the bottom arm and wrap. So we're making what's eagle arms. In traditional hatha, we'd be standing and doing the legs too, but we're just focusing on the upper body right now. Lift your elbows. We're going to point the elbows out and push the spine back. When I do that, I tuck my abdomen in just a little bit because that helps me open up my lower back too. Push out with the elbows, lift up with the hands, press back with the spine. Let your head sink down and close your eyes. Continue pointing out, lifting up and pressing back with the spine simultaneously. Lift your nose and chin and unwind the arms. So this area is really important to keep open because it's the back of the heart. And remember, our heart disease pre-COVID was our #1 killer in America. Now we're going to switch to the other side so we can prevent a lot of that dis-ease in our body just by practicing things that may not feel comfortable at first, but your body will open up if you repeat them a few times. Lift up, point out, reach the hands up as you push your spine back. So I have 3 directions. I'm pushing out, up, and back, all at the same time. Let your head drop in, close your eyes, and focus on your breath as you push out, lift up, and press back. Lower your arms and unwind. Take a breath. Notice the difference in how your shoulders feel. And if you're able to transition to hands and knees, that's where we're going next. If that's not possible for you, you can do what we're going to do standing or in a chair. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. And we're going to do cat-cow. So if you're seated in a chair, it's this movement that we're doing. And I want to just show you that these movements can be translated from seated to hands and knees, pretty easy. So this is the traditional way. If you have knee and wrist issues, just stay in a seated position to do this. Remember, you have options of sliding the hands up and down if your arms aren't in position to move, or open them up so we can get more oxygen through the lymph nodes. So spread your fingers or use your knuckles. Make a space between your knees. Relax your lower back and look up on the inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your abdomen in. Tuck the tailbone under, push your spine up as your chin comes into the chest. Ease off. Relax your lower back, look up, inhale. Exhale, draw the abdomen in, tuck the chin to the chest, press your spine to the sky. And release. One more, inhale, look up. Exhale, roll the spine, bring the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone in. Push the spine up. And release. Come back to a seated position. If you're in a chair, you want to sit all the way forward on the chair. We're going to extend one leg out to the side and work the liver gallbladder channel. So bring your arms out, turn the palms up, and bring your hands together. As you curl your hands to the sky and press up, you'll feel it lengthening the body, and that's our goal here. We want a long, tall body. Don't worry about how far you go out. It doesn't matter. Look up at your hands, push out. If you're in a chair, you're leaning forward out over your leg. Come out as far as you can and press a little more through the heel of the hands. And then just soften your arms. Close your eyes and let your body sink. Each time you exhale, imagine the tension is draining down through your leg, out the end of the heel, or through the base of the hip. And focus on your exhale. Drawing in your abdomen, curl the tailbone under, push your spine back as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. The eyes stay closed as your head comes over the shoulder. Take a couple of breaths and notice the difference in how you feel. We're going to switch to the other side. So extend the leg out, arms out, arms up, lace the fingers, push up into the sky, turn your chest toward your leg, keep pushing up through the arms. Hold out, look at your hands, so the spine comes down in a straight line. You want to bend out from the waist. Push a little harder through the heel of the hands. Release your arms. Close your eyes. Find your breath. And notice how your body releases when you exhale. Kindly remember to think of your class as an assessment of your body. We're assessing how each side feels different without judging. Draw in the abdomen. Press the spine back and roll it through your body, one vertebrae at a time. Now, I want you to pick whichever side felt tighter for you. And we're going to repeat that same movement on the side that was tighter. And the reason we're doing that is to not torture you, but to try to bring balance to the body. If you're constantly doing the same on both sides, you're always going to have one side a little more tight. So let's go back, pick whatever side felt a little more tight for you, and let's repeat it. So bring your arms out, palms up, lace the fingers, nice strap, push up. Find that length in your body as you turn toward the leg. Push up through the heel of the hands and fold out. Keep your teeth away from each other so you're not gritting your teeth. And once you come out as far as you can, start letting go. Close your eyes. And remember, we're near the end of 2020, so our goal is to let go of as much as we can before we go into the new year. Feel the body sinking down toward the leg with your exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, draw the abdomen in, tuck the tailbone under, and press back through each vertebrae, coming up one at a time. As you come back to center and open your eyes, we're going to work on the hips. So again, if you're in a chair, you want to be all the way to the front of the chair, and you're going to put your hands on the back of the chair to support you. Your legs are going to be wide, and we're going to be rolling the hip. So if you are on the floor, your fingertips are pointing toward your hip. We're going to lay both knees down. If you're in a chair, lean, so you curl the hip over. In a chair, you want to make sure there's about 4 fingers distance between your knees, or on the floor, 4 fingers between the arch of the foot and the curve of your knee. And then you keep your feet right where they're at and lift your knee back up. So that's the space that you need with the feet. So we're going to start by lowering the knees to one side and curl the hip over. Come back to center. Your choice in a chair to lift the hips up. Stay on the floor, that's an option. Lower the hips to the other side, curl with the exhale. Come back to center, inhale, lift up if you can. Lower with the exhale. Into the knees, curl the hip over. Come back to center, inhale, lift up. Feel your heart lift up. Lower down with the exhale, empty the knees to the other side, curl the hip over. Come back, inhale. Put a smile on your face. Lower the hip. Empty the legs to the other side. Release the breath all the way. We're going to do one more on the other side, and then we'll do a round with our eyes closed. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, empty the knees, curl the hip over. Come back to center and close your eyes so you're just feeling the body and the breath connecting to each other. If you're lifting up, or drop the knees, twist with the exhale. Come back to center, inhale, and exhale. And back. So in a chair, what you'll do is you're going to be sitting all the way to the side and letting one leg hang off the back of the chair, like you're in a lunge. For those of you who are in the chair, or you could also stand up and do leg swings. So that's probably better for chair people. And I'm just going to demonstrate that real quick. If I had a chair, I'd be sliding my leg back and forth this way, holding on to the chair. Otherwise, on the floor, you're going to bring one hand to the other knee, roll all the way over under the thigh so you have a space under your glutes. This hand is empty on the leg for balance. Lift the leg up, and as you exhale, bring your leg behind you, chest over the thigh. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slide the leg back. So if you bring your chest over the thigh, it makes bringing the leg back a little easier. Inhale and exhale. So this is the movement. Now connect your eye or your mind with the movement. Follow your foot with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale. Remember, you don't have to do as many as I am. Take a break whenever you need to. You're not here to beat yourself up. And lower down. So the hips are the strongest muscles. They're the hardest ones to open up. So if your hips feel tight, you're normal. Now we're going to shift to the other side. So again, I just moved all my weight onto the side of the thigh so there's a space under my glute. Hand on the knee. Other hand is here for balance. You could use your fist if you prefer. Save your wrist. Lift up on the inhale. Exhale, chest over the thigh. Or you're swinging your leg, you just change to the other side. Exhale. And if you are swinging the leg, you're holding on to something for balance. Seeing how much you can swing, how high you can go. On the floor, we're just thinking about that range of motion, not pushing it. Focusing on putting the breath with the movement. So the exhales when the foot's behind you. Again, try following the foot with your eye. This is how you can make it a meditative movement. So your mind is always connected with what you're doing. Let's do one more. Bring the leg up and return. If you were standing doing that, come back to a seated position. You're going to cross your legs. In a chair, on the floor, bring one foot over the other leg. We're going to bring your arm across your body, so it can be in front of or behind. If you're in a chair, reach for the back of the chair. Place your hand near your tailbone and lengthen your spine. Take a breath in and twist, looking over your right shoulder. Close your eyes. Feel your body twist a little more. And mentally check in and make sure you feel both sitting bones on the ground. Come back and align your spine. Let's go to the other side. Extend one leg. Bring the other leg across. You're going to cross your arm inside or behind the knee. Other hand's behind you, or you're reaching to the back of the chair. Spine is tall. Take a breath in and twist, looking over your left shoulder. Again, make sure both sitting bones stay on the ground or the chair. Keep your chin parallel to your shoulder. Check in with your face. Make sure you're not clenching your teeth or wrinkling your forehead. You come back and align your spine. We're going to repeat. Remember, this is a very good series to do near the holidays because it helps with digestion. So, right leg over the left arm comes across the body. Bring the right hand near your tailbone. Use your fist or whatever, just lengthen the spine. Take a breath in, and twist. And again, close your eyes. Think about keeping your chin parallel to the floor. And letting the breath release your body. Come back, align your spine. And go to the other side one more time. Cross the leg. You want to try to bring the foot in line with the knee. Both sitting bones are on the ground. Arm crosses over the leg. Other hand lifts the tailbone or lengthens the spine. Take a breath in and twist. Notice where you're feeling the twist in your body. Come back and align your spine. So in a chair, you're sitting in a chair. You want to cross one leg over. Try bringing the foot back near the legs of the chair, and you're going to fold forward over your leg. For us, we're going to do the same thing. Bottom leg is going to be straight. You're going to take the other foot, slide it back toward your hip. So you're trying to stack the knees. Remember, if you're really athletic or your muscles are tight, the leg is going to be higher. Good demonstration that I'm not very athletic, right? Fingertips are going to lift up. Our goal again is to keep the ribs away from the hips. This is where all the organs are. Doesn't matter if your head ever touches your knee. You want to think about letting circulation move through the body. So use the fingertips lifting up. Tuck in your abdomen just a little bit. That'll help release your hips. Look out toward your pedicle. Guide out. Close your eyes and check in with your face. Usually when there's dis-ease in the body, it shows on the face. So we need to train the body to let go and the breath to relax the face as much as the other muscles in your body. Instead, with your eyes closed, picture your leg as if it were hollow. Feel that tension draining out through the hip into the earth. And once you come out as far as you can, roll the shoulders forward and let your whole body sink forward. Let everything go. Engage your abdomen now, tucking your tailbone under. Eyes remain closed as you press your spine back and visualize each vertebrae as you come up through your body. And if you feel a little tingling, that's normal. It's the breath in your body. Let's go to the other side now. So take the foot, crossing the leg over. Remember, there's always going to be one side that's more tight. So stack the knees as much as you're able. Lift the body tall. Look out toward your pedicle. Engage your abdomen just a little bit. Press out, keeping that chin long. Close your eyes. Think of the space between your ribs and hips, keeping that part of your body long until you come out as much as you can. Visualize that tension pouring out of your body. So every exhale is allowing that body a chance to open up. The more you let go, the more you have space for new experiences. Take a breath and let your body sink. Engage your abdomen, press the spine back, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Unwind your legs. And just as we did before with the legs stretched out, we're going to repeat here. You're going to take the side that's tighter. Remember, at the end of the year, we want to get rid of as much as we can. We want to find balance so that 2021 will be a little better than 2020. So just pick whichever side, and if both of them felt tight, do both sides 3 breaths, 3 long exhales, and then switch. If you are going to your tighter side, that's your cue. Count 6 long exhales, and that'll be a good amount of time just to release. Okay, so we're going to cross back into whatever position is better for you to help let go more. Again, lift up. Find that slight engagement with your abdomen. Fold out from the waist, looking down toward your toes. Do a little face check, softening your face. Try putting a little smile on your face as you let go. See how good that feels. Now again, allow your body to go limp. So really practice releasing everything. Engage your abdomen, press your spine toward the back of the chair or the wall and roll up through your body. Unwind your leg. Take a breath. So, Take a moment to just see if you notice a difference in how you're feeling. So far, we've been rotating the spine, working the shoulders, a little bit of the lower back and hips. So as we go through the body, just remember each layer helps us get a little deeper. We're going to go back to the neck and shoulders, because as we open up the lower part of the body, we want to make sure that the brain gets the best quality breath it can, the best oxygen. So we're going to go back to Qigong pose to adopt it for our class today. I'm going to sit up on my heels, but you don't have to. If you have a block, you can prop up on a block or go to the chair. Our goal is to bring our arms out, and we're going to stretch out to the fingers. First, we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades in. So I squeeze in to open up the front of my chest, and then release. Now reach through the fingertips. Keep the hands down as if you were planting tent stakes. So we're stretching through the fingers. And now you're going to look over the shoulder, keeping your chin parallel to the shoulder. So look over the shoulder, reaching out for those fingertips. Back, release the hands. Move your fingertips a little bit. And let's go to the other side. So if you need to roll the shoulders, however you like to, if you're feeling a little tight. Now we're going to squeeze them in again. Release back to the side. Open the fingers wide. Lift your chin so you're not down. And look over the opposite shoulder. So we're looking as if we're trying to look all the way behind us, still stretching out through the fingertips. Head comes back, release your arms. Close your eyes and take a moment. Let's go a little deeper in the neck. So we're going to bring the fingertips together. And just to review, you want your hands like this and rolled up a little bit. So the palm is forward. You're just going to curl that little finger side up as if you were holding a little cup of water in your palm. Again, the arms are out like tent stakes. Curl the little finger side up. We're engaging the tendons. Squeeze your shoulder blades in for a moment. Then release your arms back to your side. Stretch down and out. Now tilt your head over to the right. Pick a side, it doesn't matter. Whichever side your ear is draping, stretch through the opposite arm. Release the arm that's under the ear. So that arm's going to go empty. All the power is in this arm. Each time you exhale, you're letting that tension slide down your neck, across your shoulder, and float out through the end of the fingertips. Check in again with your face. Make sure you're not clenching your teeth. Bring your head to center, release your arm. Notice how that feels different than the other side. And let's go to the other side. So again, the arms are out. We're going to cup the fingers so the little finger side rolls up. Stretch out through the fingers and tilt your head over the opposite shoulder. Reach out through the long arm on the opposite side of the body. The arm that's under your ear is going to sink to your side so we can focus fully on reaching out with the middle finger curled up as your ear sinks down toward the shoulder. Lift the head back up and release your arm. Breath. Now we're going to bring your legs forward. So in a chair, you could try bending forward, and if your muscles are really tight, remember you want your arms to go inside the knees. Whatever way you can reach, you want to try to reach for the bottoms of your feet. Remember, we want to grab the balls of the feet. You're going to extend your arms out. So if you're in a chair, you want to be sitting back enough that you don't fall all the way out of the chair. Lift the ribs up away from the hips. Draw in the abdomen. Push the right foot into the right hand. Hold the left toe back. Push the spine. So you're pressing the spine back like it's coming out of your body. Right foot's pushing out. The left foot's pulling back. Teeth are away from each other. You're going to let your head hang. Now breathe in and lift the ribs. Bring both feet together and switch. So push through the left foot, pull the right foot back toward the knee. Abdomen's in, spine's pushing back. Let your head sink. And switch. So go back to the first. Right foot pushes out, left toes pull back. The spine is pushing back, your abdomen's tucked in. The reason to tuck the abdomen in is to help open the space in the lowest part of the spine. Keep your face relaxed. Again, switch. Push out, pull back. Push both feet out. So we're pushing both balls of the feet are pushing into the palms of the hand. Spine is pushing back like it's pushing out of your body. Now breathe in, lift your ribs up, and bring the toes back. So again, we're still connecting the hands to the bottom of the feet. We're pulling the toes back toward the knees, keeping the ribs separated from the hips. You feel this all the way through the back of your legs. Release. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Again, close your eyes for a moment. In this moment, notice how you're sitting. And keep in mind, within a very short period of time, you can get rid of the compression in the lowest part of the spine, so it helps you sit taller, which is really good for the diaphragm so that we don't end up with more depression in the winter months. So let's come onto our backs for a little bit. So in the chair, you're going to have to modify a little bit. Bring your arms out to the side. So in a chair, you could try sitting back, all the way back so the hips are in the back of the chair so that your spine is nice and tall. Let's take a couple moments. Let your body sink into the earth. You'll feel the back of the chair. And then if you are in a chair, you want to come forward, because what we're going to do is put your ankle over the knee and roll both knees to one side. Look over the opposite shoulder. So as your hips come to one side, you reach out for the opposite arm. Stretch, stretch, stretch. If you're feeling bored, you're not using your breath. So we're sustaining this because I want you to think about the length of your exhale. And be aware that each time you're exhaling, you're feeling that openness in the hip or through the shoulder. Letting everything sink down into the earth. To come up, soft engagement with the abdomen will help make it easier. Bring the legs back up and unwind. Bring the opposite ankle over the knee. Lower both knees in the other direction. So if your left leg is on top, you're moving the legs to the left. You're going to reach out to the opposite arm, look over the shoulder if you can. So twisting poses are very effective for stimulating digestion in the body, whether you're standing on the floor or in a chair. Just want to make sure you twist first to the right, so you're working the natural digestive process in the body. Again, engage the abdomen as you bring the knees back up to center. Take a breath. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to repeat it. So bring your right ankle over top of the left knee and lower both legs over to the right. Reach out through your left arm. This time we're going to let that left arm go limp. So sink the arm so it's empty. Keeping the hand dragging so it's heavy on the floor. Imagine you're laying on a warm beach, dragging your hand up through the sand as you bring your arm up toward your ear. The whole time it's moving slow and dragging on the floor. When you bring your arm up as high as you can, stretch up through the fingers. So we're opening up the whole side of this body. Soften the arm again. Let it drag back to the sand, down in line with the shoulder. If you're feeling any area that's extra tight, we're going to repeat this and go back up toward the ear, nice and slow. Stretch up to the fingers when you get to the top. Soften the arm, melting it back to the floor. Go really slow back toward the alignment of the hand and shoulder. And if you feel any area where it's tight, just take a couple extra breaths there before you move on. Again, engage the abdomen, bring the legs back up, unwind, and switch sides. Lower both knees in the other direction. Look over the shoulder, reach to the fingertips. Let the hand drag on the floor as you slide the arm up toward your ear. Reach up. Soften the arm and let the arm drag back to the side in line with the shoulder. Go slow. And repeat once again, breathe in. The hand drag back up toward the ear. Reach up to the fingertips. Empty the arm, bring it all the way back, slowly, in line with the shoulder. Lift the knees back to center. Unwind the legs. If you're in a chair, you're gonna fold forward over top of your knees. On the floor, we're gonna bring our knees into our chest. So wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a big hug. As you give yourself a big hug, put that big smile on your face too. This is a great pose for digestion, and it helps to break down flatulence. So as you move into your holiday season, if you have something that doesn't agree with you, this is a nice posture you can work with. Leave your hands at your knees and rotate your knees around your tailbone. And go in the other direction. Touch your toes as you slide your legs out. Bring your arms to your side. For the next 5 breaths, sink deep into the earth. Allow your mind to move to your abdomen, feeling the rise and fall of the breath. And softening your face, bring another smile to your face. Remember, you want to fake it if you don't feel it. Breathe in across your smile as you bring your knees in one more time to your chest. And give yourself a big hug. Bring the smile back if you've lost it. In this moment, sink into your body and be grateful for that miracle that you're living in. So as we let our mind travel down into the body, let's show appreciation for our feet that take us where we want to go, a brain that's allowing us to make our own choices, our heart pumping without us making it pump, and our breath always being there for us. Gently move your body from side to side. Roll over onto your side. Keep your eyes closed as you plant your hand near your heart to bring yourself back to a seated position. With your hands closing the heart meridian, touching your thumbs to your chest, tilt your head in. And in your mind's eye, gaze inward as if you were able to see inside that body that you live in. Smile deep into it. You know that what you've done here may not show on the outside, but you've honored that beautiful vessel that you've been given to live in. That relationship that you have with the body that you've been given has had an opportunity to grow even closer Each time you return to your practice, you bring your mind into that place where no one else can go. May the light and beauty that's within you shine out and brighten your path through our short winter days. Know that that light is there to shine out and meet all those who will meet you on the streets. So keep a smile on your face. It shows through your eyes, even if you're wearing a mask. Namaste. Thank you for being with me today. I hope that you'll do at least 1 or 2 stretches outside of class or watch some of the videos they have online while we're not together next week. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. If you celebrate. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Deanna.